custom method, but not complex method. You just need to have a little bit common sense towards writing the methods. That's it, right? Signatures of the method. Remaining everything will be taken care in what?
This
In
meeting
memory
is being
parts,
recorded.
will take care of everything. That's a really good part, right? But there are some problems of enter methods, guys. Method names are a little bit fixed. Find by fixed, read by fixed. When you add more condition, more property, method names are becoming lengthy names. At max, I can do select operations. Yes or no? Na? Yes. And entity select operation, good. But Scala select operation, again, complex. So that's why finder methods are not liked by industry. Because they do only select operation. That to bit easy in what? Single property, single condition based entity queries, selecting all column values. Scalar queries are complex. In select operation also some limitation. More conditions are more property means complex. Yes or no? Na? So that's why people are not ready to use only for certain select operations. They have they are looking for such a solution which is good in all situations. Select, non-select, entity queries, scalar queries. By all means, it should be good. So for that one, we have to work with iterate query methods. Don't ask someone to write the logic. You write the query, that to in what? Database independent format. Accordingly, persistence logic will be generated internally inside the in-memory proxy class. So method declaration with iterate query method. In that query annotation, we are going to write SQL or JPQL queries. Same as SQL queries, but it will be based on what? Entity class name and its properties. What guys? Entity class name and its properties. They are object-based queries, database software independent. And every SQL query or JPQL query will be translated into SQL query ultimately inside the database software. Ultimately, it will be translated to what? SQL query inside the database software. But for us, SQL query, but internally it will be translated to SQL. Why, sir? Why translation? A database understands only one language, that is SQL. You may be collector, CM, IPS, IAS, you might have studied in foreign countries. Farmer understands only one language, that is local language. How much dance you do, at the end you have to speak in his language in order to explain what government wants to do to him, right? So that's why these IAS, IPS will never interact with end persons because they don't know that language, right? So within that village, locals will come and act as what? VROs, VDOs, because they can explain that language nicely. Are you getting my point there? So similarly, database understands only one language, SQL. Whatever dance you do in different layers, by increasing number of layers, but at the end, it has to be SQL query that database software understands. Yes or no? Na? How posh we behave, how stylish we behave, how mature we behave. When we get angry, we'll get into our local language and local scoldings, right? Yes or no? Na? And that time also, you are still feeling, oh my God, oh my shit in English. You are still behaving fake. Yes or no? Na? When you feel sad, when you feel angry, so definitely we will get into what? Local language and local scoldings or whatever it is. Local emotions will expect. Because that's the original. That is, we are the original. That same thing. You may increase number of layers, decrease number of layer, but at the end, don't forget you have to send and execute what? SQL queries. Okay. So now let us try to understand in my entity class, can you tell me why you got that exception? I changed my property which is mapped with the DB table column. But when I try to create custom finder method by giving update property, it's throwing exception and it is expecting old property name in entity class. Nothing is there. You might have not saved or you might have not updated the project. In worst case, you have to clean and build the project. Problem is not your side. Eclipse is not taking the change. You have to make Eclipse to take the change. How to make Eclipse to take the change? Clean and build. That's the first one. Second one, Maven update. All not happening a restart ID. Still not happening a you are doing mistake. Some other mistake, not this mistake. You are in the failing, you are doing this mistake, but actually some other mistake is happening. Okay, everyone be ready. Most important custom way of writing logic, guys. Why we need all these custom way logics, guys? Predefined methods are not at all sufficient to complete what? Industry requirement. Because they are selecting record based on ID property. They are not allowing scalar operation on projections, selecting specific single or multiple column values, right? We cannot frame the condition on our choice properties. Non-select queries also limitations are there. Single record insertion, single record updation. No, I want to update bulk records. I want to delete bulk records, right? With conditions, my choice condition. So that's why customness is definitely required. And if they give 1,000 methods also, you'll be having 1,001 requirement, right? Yes or no, na? Life is like that, right? There's no end for desire. There's no end for what? Aspirations, right, boss? So definitely. We already tried it, finder methods based custom logic. That's good, but we are feeling suffocated. This is possible. This is the rule. That this kind of thing. But I want more freedom, more flexibility. At-the-rate query annotation based methods, like at-the-rate bin methods are there, na? Okay, freedom. What is the freedom? We can write the query. What query? JPQ and HQL query. Who will learn new query language, Rapa? If you know SQL, it takes hardly 5 minutes time to habituate with what? JPQL or HQL. JPA people, which is a specification, they named it as JPQL. Hibernate people named it as what? HQL. So JPQL is the specification, HQL is the implementation. Both are one and the same, guys. Voice is echoing up. Okay. Then pay the penalty for it. You go to tourist places for listening to echo voice by paying a lot of ticket prices and other prices. Here echo is coming at free of cost. Still you are not enjoying? Mr. SK, every day 1 hour other problem you bring up, guys. Okay. Voice is clear, my dear online students? Am I audible? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? It's breaking. So problem is your side. Majority people are saying yes, it's good. Majority people are saying it's really good. Okay. What's something mutton chicken? Oh, yes, sir, like a mountain. Yeah, limitations of finder methods in what, guys? String data JPA. Okay, feel it. I think some people started using emojis a lot. I appreciate your creativity, but stop doing it. Utkarsh, Mr. Utkarsh, you are so complex name, yaar. Stop doing emojis. If I see next emoji, he will be out of the meeting. To say yes also, don't keep emoji now. Yeah, everyone please become serious and come back. Only select operations are possible. That means non-select operations are not possible. Insert, update, delete are not possible. Aggregate operations are not possible. Count star, max, min, this kind of thing not. Group by not possible. Working with the scalar or projections is bit complex. Possible but very complexity. Okay guys. Next. While selecting data by using multiple properties and multiple condition, the method names are becoming really lengthy. Array, I want to get on two properties and three conditions. These method names are becoming very lengthy, na boss. Yesterday to add that, what is that? One condition plus one order only method has become very lengthy. Method must be taken by following some conventions. That process kills the readability. That process kills the readability. We cannot call PL/SQL procedures and functions. Can we call PL/SQL procedures and functions, guys? Okay. Here, select operation means reading data records. Non-select operations means insert, update, delete operations. Projections, scalar operations is equal to what? Selecting specific single or what? Multiple column values of the DB table. Selecting specific single or multiple column values of the DB table. Are you getting my point there, guys? I want reply, my dear. To overcome all above problem, take the support of iterate query methods using what? JPQL or HQL or native SQL queries. Query methods we can write JPQL queries, HQL queries. Still they are not possible, no problem. We can write native SQL queries means original SQL queries. Native means original. Though you settled in Hyderabad from so many years, if someone comes and asks you, what is your native place? You will take one village name or one district name in remote places of India, right? Kamala Harris is there, right, boss? Kamala Harris, who lost elections in US. You know that? Yes. Okay, fine. She is Indian, Jamaica, crossbreed girl. Crossbreed girl or woman, whatever it is. Okay. Father from Jamaica. Okay. Mother from India, Tamil Nadu, it seems. Okay. But if someone asks you, what is your native place? Kamala Harris has to tell, okay, either I'm from Jamaica or I'm from what? India. Native place. That's the meaning of what? Nativeness, right, boss? Native queries means original queries that database software understands. I hope you got it, guys. Will affect Indian IT market due to change in policies of US now. Are Trump is a businessman, Rababu. Trump is a businessman. Wherever work is cheap, he will send the people there, projects there. So we are most cheap IT labor, you know. We are what? Most cheap IT labor, but after Chinese only. Chinese are more cheaper than us. But problem with the Chinese is their accent of English and their time zones. Time zones we too have problem, but accent of English is very bad. Okay, but our Indian small accent is acceptable to what? Americans. And moreover, our people are going a lot for MS education. They're settling down. So in US companies also, our people are in what? Good position. So definitely when it comes to outsourcing, they prefer what? Other Indian companies only. And Chinese are not much into what IT sector. We know IT sector only in US. There are no other sectors in US, but we don't work there. We work only what? IT sector. So that's why, as a businessman, definitely Trump arrival to US is good for India. Whether it is good for local Indians there or NRIs there, I don't know. That I cannot comment, but it's good for India. As a businessman, he will definitely say, wherever profit is there, go and get your work done. But he is going to bring some policies which are not good for NRIs. Earlier, though parents are not from US, if kid takes birth in US, he automatically become US citizen. That's there in US Constitution itself. And he's planning to change it. He's planning to change it. Why? Because he's thinking that, okay, like that so many people are getting citizenship and they are not working in the interest of country. They are working against of his party and interest of country. So he's planning to change that. One of the parent must have green card to get the green card or citizenship for what? One kid automatically. So he's going to change some policies, but let's see. See, until you get into power, you say that this kind of thing. After coming to power, he's going to be a bit friendly with business entities. You know that a lot of lobbying will happen. First time when Trump came to power, we thought that, oh, a lot of problems to Indian. But he actually did many good things for what? India. So until we get into power, one voice will be there. After power, he understands reality, voice will be different. So nothing to worry, guys. Yeah. Limitations of finder method in this one. Okay. To overcome all these problems, native SQL queries, use finder method to perform single property condition based select operation. I'm not saying finder methods are bad. Single property, single condition, then prefer working with what? Finder methods. So what do you mean by projections or scalar operation? Selecting specific single or multiple column values of DB table comes under what, guys? Projections. Super. Working with the query methods first. On the top of custom methods declared in our repository interface, we need to add @ query annotation, either having JPQL or HTL or native SQL query. Method can have flexible signature, no need of following any naming convention. So get the syntax, return type, method name, parameters, @ query or write the query there. Where inside the repository interface. Okay, JPQL is the specification. In Hibernate, it is implemented as what? HTL. In EasyAB, it is implemented as what? EasyAB QL. In Eclipse Link, it is implemented as what? ELQL. ELQL. Okay, guys. Tell me here something. JPQL is the specification given by JPA. Given by JPA, ORM software to create object-based query language. In Hibernate, JPQL is given as HQL. In Eclipse Link, JPQL is given as ELQL. Native SQL queries means original SQL queries, right? Database software dependent queries. JPQL, Java persistent query language. Hibernate query language, EasyAB query language, Eclipse Link query language. All these are what? Database software independent query languages. But native SQL queries are what? Original SQL queries. They are database dependent. Sir, what are the advantages of what? Query methods. Because finder method we found some problems that was supports both select and non-select. Query plus @ modifying methods are there. Query annotation plus modifying annotation. Together, if you apply, we can do non-select queries execution also. Can work with either HQL, JPQL or native SQL. If you know comfortable with the object-based query language, use it. Otherwise, you are good in SQL, you can work with that. But when you write SQL, your persistence logic become database software specific. When you write HCL, your persistence logic becomes what? Database software independent. Right, guys? Method names and signatures can be taken with flexibility. No need of following single naming convention. You want method name to be A, B. That's up to you. Nothing is fixed. Can be used to call PL/SQL procedures and function. I can happily call PL/SQL procedures and supports group by order by classes. Supports to work with what? Joins. Supports to work with what? Joins. Supports aggregate operations. What operation? Aggregate operations. It definitely supports aggregate operations or not, guys? Perfect, guys. HQL, Hibernate Query Language. JPQL, Java Persistence Query Language. Right, boss? Why @query methods do not support insert queries? There is no insert query in @query method. In JPQL, native SQL insert query is there because then SQL insert is there. But in JPQL, we don't have what? Insert query. Why, sir? Whenever we save the record, we are using generator to generate the ID value. If I insert the record by using insert query, is there any chance of working with the generators? Yes. That's the reason they have not given any insert query to insert the record in JPQL or HCL because there is no provision to work with what? Generate. Then how to insert the record? Use save method. Save method can be used to insert one record at a time. Use save all method. Both methods can work with the generator to generate the ID values dynamically. You have a provision. Sir, a condition. How to write condition? Who the hell write conditions in insert query, right? Did you ever write conditions in the insert query? Do you write conditions in insert query? Show me one query where insert query is allowing condition. Insert if this condition is satisfied. No. So no need of writing conditions. Yes, na boss? No need of writing condition. We can work with the generators. Either single record or multiple record insertion is possible using save and save all methods. Right, boss? Okay. That's why there is no insert query as a JPQL query. Yeah. HQL JPQL. Why query method do not support HQL or JPQL insert queries, right? HQL JPQL insert query cannot work with the generator configured in the ID property of entity class. But in Spring Data JPA, the ID value must be generated using what? One or other generator. So use repo.save duplex method for insert operation, which can internally work with what? Perfect, now boss. Come on. How to perform record insertion with what? Partial values. And how to perform record? No, I don't want to insert complete record. I want to insert what? Partial values. What should I do? Number one, we can use transient. Transient properties does not participate in what? Persistence operation. Use repo.save method having entity object with partial values. That's the one thing. Some properties will have null value. Null values will be inserted or not. Or keep transient on the top of certain properties in entity class. Transient properties does not participate in any persistence operation, including select, including update, including insert. Okay. Note. Note, at the rate transient properties do not participate in any kind of word persistence operations. In any kind of word persistence operations. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Come on. You just keep transient. You are trying to load the recorder, won't participate. Except that property, remaining all property gets the value. Insertion. Though you kept the data to property, it won't be inserted. That property value will not be inserted to DB table column. Except that property value, remaining all property values will be inserted. Transient makes property of entity class object as what? Non-persistible property. What property, guys? Non-persistible property. Clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. HQL or JPQL, boss? It is object-based database software independent query language. Object-based means we write the queries based on entity class name and its property names, not based on table names and column names. HQL JPQ query is 1 minute. These queries based persistence logic is portable across the multiple database software. These are database independent queries. I can move the logic from one database to another database without touching the code or not, guys. Supports both single row and bulk operation with our choice condition. Single row and what? Bulk operation with our choice condition. Yeah, happily we can do that. Supports entity and scalar select operation. We can select all column values, specific multiple column values. Supports both name and positional params. We can give inputs in the query, not only using question mark, for every parameter name can be given. Parameter having name means no confusion. Question mark means while counting question mark, you may get problem, right? Actually, 3 types of parameters are there. Okay. It is supporting ordinal positional params. What params, guys? Question mark with numbers is called ordinal positional params. Check it out. All question mark positional params. Question mark with numbers. Ordinal, not ordinary, ordinal positional params. Column name, column is, column address. These are called named params. These are called named params. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Supports all where class conditions. Supports joins. HQL, JPQL keywords are not case sensitive, but the entity class names and property names used in the same queries are case sensitive. Same queries are what? Case sensitive. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Every HQL or JPQL query will be converted into underlying database software specific SQL query. Learning curve of HQL or JPQL is very less because it is much similar to what? SQL. These are the positives, guys. These are the positives. Negatives, observe. HQL, JPQL based DDL operations are not possible. Create table, drop table, alter table queries are not there in HQL or what? HQL, JPQL does not support insert queries. Already I discussed in HQL, JPQL based PL SQL programming is not possible. That means procedures and functions are not there. Procedures and functions are there or not there? There are not there, boss. Okay, boss. Okay, now I'm going to compare SQL queries and HQL queries. Okay. First, mentally you tune yourself. SQL queries I am going to write on table names and column names. HQL queries I am going to write on entity, class names and properties. Listen. Corona Axin. Corona underscore Axin is my table name. It is having its own columns. Leave it. Corona Axin. C capital, V capital is the entity class name. Keep that in mind and observe my differences. Select star from Corona vaccine. This is what DB table name. It is written on table name now, boss. Come on. Same query in HQL can be written from Corona vaccine. This is entity class name. From package.corona vaccine. This is what? Another entity class. From Corona vaccine CV. This is entity class name. This is alias name. From, no, I want to write select Korea. No star symbol, boss. Select CV. CV is the alias name. From Corona Action CV. Select CV from Corona Action CV. Select CV from Corona Action CV, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? I want reply, my dear. Come on. Select CV from Corona Action CV, boss. Select CV from Corona Action CV. Is that clear, my dear? I want reply from you people. Come on. Select CV from Corona Action CV. Yes, this is what we need to concentrate. Here CV is the alias name, no star symbol. So all are same? Yes, all are CV. Now, how can you remove select keyword from the select queries, sir? Listen carefully. If your HTML JPQL query is selecting all column values of DB table, that means entity operation, you can start the query directly from the from keyword. There is no need of mentioning select the keyword. Is it not interesting, Rababu? From entity class name is equal to select star from table name. Got it, guys? After entity class name, you can write a condition, where class condition. That's a different story. But if your query wants to select all column values of table through HQL or JPQL, you can start the query directly from the from keyword. No need of starting from select keyword. This is one extra reason they have given. So these many versions are there, na? Is good stuff. Generally, I suggest writing along with the package name. If 2-3 entity class are having same name, they will be differentiated. Alias name optional. Alias name optional. Now tell me, HQL JPQL is difficult or easy? Learning curve is smaller, bigger. Learning curve is smaller, bigger. If you feel bigger, then waste. You don't know anything in SQL. If you know SQL, I don't think it takes a lot of time. So let's see few more examples with conditions. Yeah, tell me, this is performing entity operation? SQL. Update Corona vaccine, table name. Set price is equal to price plus question mark, column name, where company is equal to question mark, column. Come on, guys. Table name, column name, column name. Update Corona vaccine, entity class name. Perfect, guys. That price is equal to price plus question mark 1. Are no question mark support. Question mark 1, question mark 2 only. Where company is equal to question mark 2. This is my property name. This is my what? Ordinal positional parameter. Here property name, ordinal positional parameter. Here company is property name. This is property name. Entity class name. Are you getting my point there? Update corona vaccine. Set price is equal to price plus colon add-on price. Colon means named parameter. Colon means name. Colon name, named parameter. Add-on price where company is equal to colon manufacturer. These two are named parameters na boss. These two are called ordinal positional parameters na boss. Named parameters are good. Question marks are called positional param. Question mark 1, 2, 3 are called ordinal positional param. From Hibernate 5.2, there is no support for what? Positional parameter. We can use only ordinal positional params given by JPQL or named parameter. But recommended is what? Named parameter. What's the syntax of named parameter? Column name is nothing but. Tell me when you write condition, anything great guys? Their table name and column names. Here what? Entity, class name and property name. Their question marks are the parameter. Here we have two varieties of parameters are possible. Ordinal positional parameter, question mark 1, 2, 3, 5. Or positional parameters. It's a ordinal positional parameter plus name. Which is good? Named or positional? Named is good. Why? Every parameter having name easy to identify. Na? Instead of remembering you as a boy 1, boy 2, boy 3, girl 1, girl 2, girl 3. It's better to identify and recognize his name kind of thing, right? And that too max to max 10 parameters will be there in one query, guys. Okay, but 10 names are good, 10 question marks are good. If I do mistake in numbering was question mark 1, question mark 2, somewhere one number is missed here and there. Total query will be disturbed or not, guys. Yeah, for your reference, one more example. This is SQL. Select, this is what query? I am selecting specific column values. Specific column values means what? Scalar query or projection. In Oracle also, in any database learning, selecting specific column values is called technically projections. Not a technical word, but no one remembers that wording. They are technically called what? Projection. Registration number column, name, company, from corona vaccine, where company in 2 question marks. Again, positional params are used. TB column names, table name, again column. Coming or not coming, boss? Say something, my dear, I want reply. Definitely it's coming or not, guys? Definitely it is coming or not, I want reply, boss. Yeah. Same query in HQL. Property name, res number, name, company. From corona vaccine, where company in question mark 1, question mark 2. Ordinal positional params. Ordinal positional params. Property names, these are property names, and this is entity class name, right? Okay, tell me. Same was colon comp 1, colon comp 2. This is what? Named parameter. Don't apply Telugu meaning as a Telugu person. Okay. People are getting laugh automatically. Colon comp company 1 and company 2. Yes or no, guys? Come on. They are called named parameters. Super, guys. We can do same thing with alias name. Check it out. CV res number, CV name, CV company from corona action CV, where CV company in company 1, company 2 as named parameters. Clear, guys? What is that alias name? Same alias name was here what? Ordinally parameter. An alias name with named parameter, alias name with what? Ordinal parameter. So almost all conditions are there, all possibilities are there here now boss. HQL, JPQL keywords are not case sensitive. These keywords you can write in uppercase, lowercase. But entity class name and its property names are what? Case sensitive. They are all based on Java conventions, na boss. In HQL JPA, we need to use either all ordinal parameters or all named parameters. Sir, I will mix up, sir. Few named parameters, few ordinal parameters. Is it possible? Will you do half boy dressing, half girl dressing? No, na. The day you do also. So either you have to use all ordinal positional parameter or either all named parameters. Clear guys? Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay, shall we see small example first? Let's get into the subject boss. Okay. I hope Saturday, I hope you enjoyed scheduling. Scheduling. Okay, that's good. Yeah, mostly every weekend, one or other workshop will be there. If not there, I'll announce. If I not announced, it means there. If not there, I will announce. Sunday, a lot of tension happened, you know. My admin staff is not responding because they need to start the meeting. I don't have login credentials. They are not responding. Okay. So I thought how to inform to you people because it's impossible to inform one to one, right? Okay. But last minute at 35 or sometime, I think 6:25 sometime. Okay. Admin, I got into touch. And somehow he worked, somehow he made it possible. Otherwise, today also we would have discussed what? Scheduling only. We have FB now, but FB all people are there, right? Next weekend topic, I'll discuss, I'll keep on Monday. Not Monday, I will decide on Thursday, I will give the clarity. I have your number. That is not great achievement, Bob. You get a job, I will give my numbers. You settle down in life. Yeah, listen. I got a lot of mails, yes. Slowly I'm replying. As a night, I spend a lot of time to reply few mails. Okay. So everyone will get the reply in few days. Don't worry. In 1-2 days, we'll get the reply. Somehow some pending things are happening. Promise, sir. Already you have a number now. I promise. Okay. I think my vehicle number you have now. That's good. 1102. Both numbers I have. Then join in CBI now. Why are you? Why are you trying for IT job, bra? Join in CBI. Chupa Rustum agent. Okay, guys. File new. Why to waste the time? Want me to create from scratch? Okay, let's create one time on public demand. Okay, Spring Starter project. Okay, Spring Starter project. Okay, you want me to work on same scenario or employee table? Let's let's work on employee tables, but we don't have employee table now. We have to again create it. Okay, fine. We'll work with the same table, artist only. Don't worry. Yeah. As before, boot data JPA, na? Boot data JPA was boot data JPA. Mr. Bhargav, Puli Bhargav, your name is having Puli, but you are behaving like a cat. Please, Babu. Practice. They're asking me to create means you have not created at least one. 05, 05, me when everything perfect. Stay next. Lambak required, Arkil driver required. I some once in a while I'll move to MySQL also, right? And I also need what? Not this guys, not this. Data JPA. Spring data JPA. Say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. But all of a sudden, why it is coming? Boot data JPA pros. So, yeah, we are right only. Now, why it is not coming here? JPA. Okay, fine. I'll change the name. Yes. What is the description for this one, guys? Query methods. What methods? Query. Okay. Let's do one thing, guys. Resources. Can I copy paste application dot properties? Say paste. Talking to Arakil, JPA properties. This is for lazy loading. We can continue, no problem. Okay. Next, boss. Packages. Let me create the packages. As you asked on EMP table of Arakil, but in MySQL we don't have EMP table, right? As you asked, but let's do on EMP table only. But EMP table originally having what? 8 column. But in my, I want to manipulate only what? 4 or 5 column. No problem. You can take entity class with 4 or 5 columns. Not a issue. Yeah, where is this? Class. What is the class, guys? Employee. Okay. com.nt.entity. com.nt.entity. Okay, super. At the rate entity, first of all, you have to make entity boss. And I want to map with the table whose name is EMP. Next, at the rate data, getter setter method, everything I want to get automatically. Perfect. Tell me next one. At the rate private. Okay, generally we try to match property name and column name so that I need not to mention the column name separately. Okay, integer EMPNO. I want to take it as what? ID. I want to take what? Generated value. Generated value. Status is equal to auto. I just want to work with auto. You don't like auto, leave it. Okay, boss. Anyhow, table is already there. You need not worry about column lengths, right? If table has to be created, then you have to worry. But EMP is already available table now, boss. Private string. What is there? E name. Next. Private string job. I'm trying to match. That's why I'm not writing at the rate column also. You are not worried about length. Our table is already there, Babu. Towards creating table, we can control the length. Table is already there. Can you control the length? No. Okay, next one. Private string. Stringer? No. In double. A wrapper you prefer, not the symbol. Sal only I will take. Private integer DPTNO. What is DPTNO? Here is my public employee systrace. What is there? Systrace. Zero param constructor. Systrace zero param constructor. Yesterday I missed the class. How can I learn cron expression? Open the document first. Open the document. After studying for 1 hour, you will get a website to learn. See. Okay. After studying for 1 hour, you will get a website to see. Then you realize, okay, how easy to write an expression. Reverse also possible. If you write English, that will give cron expression. In that website, reverse also possible. But writing in English is not that much easy. Yes or no? Na? If you ask your requirement English, it will give cron expression. Fine. Okay. He will directly jump into last section. That needs some brain, boss. Now, if you directly jump into last section, you don't understand anything. Fine. Okay. So, to string, everything will come automatically, na boss. Okay. On safe side, I will write no arg constructor. On safe side, all arg constructor. No arg constructor I am keeping manually, na? Okay. I think everyone in your computer Lamba KPA is working. If not working, what to do also I said. What is the plugin you have to install? Project lambak.org/P2 plugin. Okay, it is ready, guys. Next, what is the one which you need to develop, boss? Package com.nt.repository. com.nt.repository. Class, my dear, tell me, what is the class name? Employee. employee repo, right? Yeah, we'll change, boss. We'll change. Galti ho gaya, we'll change it. Okay. Where can we use required arg constructor? Dirty fellow. Now we are freshly asking that question. No shame, boss. Every day fresh. You are asking this question means you have not watched Lamba KPA video, number 1. Number 2, other day I have used it, that day also you are not focused. How Babu? Every day fresh day means how, my dear? Okay, now listen. No, I can give answer directly by raising your question. Then you realize I asked you great question, Sara has given great reply. We both are not great, we both are wasting time. Okay? So that's why I have to make you to realize, that's why I'm scolding and giving answer. Required arg constructor is useful. No arg means zero parameter. All arg means including all properties, one parameter is constructor. I want to get constructor by using 1-2 properties. On those 1-2 property at the rate non-null. Okay, then you write required arg constructor. It will give constructor by involving only at the rate non-null properties. Practice karo, Mr. Rahul Bhaiya. Mr. Rahul, now no practice, no coming to classes regularly. All of a sudden, if you realize and ask, it's not going to work out. If this question is asked in a team meeting, a similar kind of question, okay, TL says only one thing, meet me after meeting, and you will meet him in his cabin, and you will get blood from your nose. Like that, he will scold you, or he will resign. Because these are fundamentals. I asked you to watch a video. They're clearly there with practical. Other day I have used it, right? And firstly asking, what's the use of required or constructor? Not going to happen. It's this kind of learning not going to take you anywhere. Your knowledge learning should be incremental process, not what? Not what? Repeating process, right? Please change your attitude. At least now you realize now. You want to get constructor having our choice properties as parameter. Make them as non-null properties using non-null. Then go for required arg constructor, right? Ah, super. Actually, two Lambda KPA sessions are there, sir. Yes, there. Yes, there, sir. You have to watch both sessions. Anusha madam, what is the new thing you invented? Tell me. If you watch two, ambiguity, yeah? Oh. Okay, I think. Okay. Two sessions are there. You are supposed to watch two sessions. Okay. Fine. Extends. Tell me, boss, what is there? JPA is enough. If you extend from JPA, it is going to give everything else. JPA repository. Yeah, it is not allowing because it is still there as a class. Interface. JPA repository. What is the entity class, guys? Employee. What is the ID property type? Someone asked every time integer only, na? Can I take string? Can I take long? Whatever ID property take, you take here. Because based on this type only, some methods return type, methods parameter types are going to decide. Generic set interface level, nothing else. Okay, guys. Right? Do I need to write @ repository on the top of this interface? We should write. We write stereotype annotation on classes, not on interfaces. Remember that. They are there to make Java class objects as Spring Beans, not interface objects. Can we create objects for interface? If you are say yes, Java 25 version. Up to 23, 24 not possible. 25th version, someone said about to say yes. The moment I taken statement, they said no, not possible. Don't cheat yourself, please. Okay. So let it be, guys. Okay, now also I will ignore service and what? Service and controller class. I will design more methods. I call more methods, right? Okay. Public. Going to get all the cards, complete card. Is going to be artist. Oh. Is there any restriction in the method name? Okay, can I write show all employees? Show all employees, guys. Public list employee. Show all employees. Get control plus shift plus O. Java.util.list. @query. That's it. You write the query as you want. Yes. I want to get all the records that are there, guys. Okay. That to all the column values. From. You can write in lowercase also, no problem. Yeah, employee. Entity class name. That is not table name. That is entity class name. Control plus shift plus O. That's it, guys. Over. Any complexity, guys? You have to write the query, but query is not a great query. So where it is implemented? Method is implemented in in-memory proxy class. Inside that Hibernate code will be there to take that query to send and execute query in the database software. But what Hibernate internally do? Converts that query into SQL query and completes the execution. That means for our comfort, we are just increasing the layers, but at the end, SQL query JDBC comes into picture to send and execute SQL query in database software. Son, you might be thinking that I'm not eating rice and wheat. I'm eating all crazy food. Pizza, burger. That is your psychological feeling. You are not touching them. Yes or no? Pizza base is from what? Some powder. That powder is again coming from where? Wheat flour or what? Rice flour. Or some chemicals. At least eating rice and wheat directly cooking is good. And if you eat pizza and burger, what happened? You are using more and more process, more and more preservative added, more and more chemical added, right? So definitely not good. By eating pizza and burger, if you say I am not touching rice, I am not touching wheat, except laughing, we cannot do anything, right? Similarly, by working with Hibernate Spring Data JPA, I don't know JDBC, I don't know SQL, but still I'm surviving. You are not using, but internally they are generated or not. Okay. Get the rate query from employee. That's good. Get the rate query from employee. So now let me add one runner here, boss. New package. What's the package? tom.nt.runners. tom.nt.runners. What is the class? This is the class. Tell me how to deal with the class, guys. Okay. Query methods test runner. Query methods test runner. What's the interface you should implement, guys? Command line runner. Though there are so many runners, but command line runner is good or not? Perfect. Okay. We need to make this one as a Spring Bean. Get the rate component. Get the rate component. Okay, how to inject a repository related object. In fact, what is that? In-memory proxy class object. I employee repository EMP repo. How to inject, guys? Get the rate auto. Done, boss? I am not catching and handling exception because throws is there. But since it's ultimately last year, there is no wrong of keeping try catch blocks also. EMP, no, sorry. EMP repo dot to all employees dot for each dot system dot out colon. What is there? Println. Fine, guys. Yes, let's run the application. Runner will execute automatically or not? Yes. Sir, why this much output? Array, simple reason, Ra. I think 70-80 records are there in that table. So many objects also coming now. Right. But those many records means we cannot feel it properly. So let's cut some records, guys. Okay. Let's set some records. SQL developer. Kill SQL developer. In industry, no one says SQL, no? SQL. If you say SQL, they look at you top to bottom. SQL developer. Wherever word SQL is there, you say SQL. Do you know SQL? That's a sounding nice. What's the table, guys? EMP. Right click, say yes. But this is different employee, it seems. Okay, no problem. All columns are there. Some emptiness is there, that's fine. You want to set right that commission department number there, fine. One extra column is there, anyhow we are not dealing with that column. Okay, let it be boss. Okay, now let me make you people to feel say paste. From employee EMP. From employee EMP. Right click, run as Java application. Your output is coming or not, guys? From employee EMP. Super. That's the alias name, right? Okay. If you are interested, you can write the package name. Entity.employee as EMP. Or you can write alias name without as, with as also. Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. It's happening or not, guys? Okay, all records should come, it's coming. Okay, you want to use select keyword also perfectly. Do you want to use select keyword? EMP employee dot this. If you want to use a star symbol, star is not possible. Only alias name only we can place. Only alias name only you can place. Placed or not placed? It's coming or not coming, boss? Fine, boss. Okay, this is the first thing, guys. All column values means you can happily ignore that. So then let me write my next query that gives me employee records whose salary range is some X and Y. Those X and Y I can pass as a parameters, right? Okay, check it out. Public list employee show EMPs by salary range. No, nothing. Any name you can give. Double start, double end. Double start, double end. Okay, again I am selecting all column. Why do you need to use alias name? No use, boss. No use, but alias names are useful. At a time, we are selecting 2, 3 table call values. Na? If two tables are two entity class are having same property name, we can differentiate the property name with alias name. Except that, no other use. Except that, no other use. At a time, I am selecting more than one table content. But unfortunately, both tables are having what? Same name. Adjoints are different. This is different. Same column name, one, two column. But I want to differentiate them. Then alias name is very useful or not, guys? Array, two people are having same name. Then we try to identify them with their surnames. That is also same. Roll numbers. That is also same. Then high personality, physical appearance, chota bada. Aisa no na. They are also matching, guys. Then behavior, slow, fast, whatever it is. But we try to differentiate them or not, guys? Yes, boss. Yeah, come here. At the rate query, here what is there? Select EMP. Not required. Alias name is optional to take, guys. Array package name is also optional, boss. As EMP not required. Where Sal is the property name. Greater than or equal to question mark one. Sal less than or equal to question mark greater than or equal to question mark one and less than or equal to question mark two. Yes, na boss? Yeah, this one will go to first one, this one will go to second. Automatically. In which order these parameters are there? In the same order, question marks will go. Values will go to question mark. That's it. Right click, run as Java application. Acha, 1 minute. It's my mistake. I'm excited to call the method, but still I have not invoked the method here. So let me invoke the method. Show EMPs by salary range. 3,000, 40,000. Dot for each. What is this? System dot out colon print. Understood my statement, guys? Right click, run as Java. Query has come, but satisfying the data is not there. Why? Because all are small numbers first, right? Okay, 15,000 max 15,000 is there. Okay. Okay, now let's go for some other numbers. 3,000 to 12,000. 3,000 to 12,000. Let's see. I think most of them in what? Hundreds only actually. Run as a Java application. It has come now, boss. How many objects have come? Fine. Look at this. It's been done. 4 records are coming, 4 objects are coming there. I want reflect. Coming or not coming on? Right. In which order? Okay, now listen. Let me play with these numbers. Numbers should be in incrementally increasing. That too should start with 1 only. Suppose I'll show my talent. 0, 1. Aloda? No, they must start with 1. They must and should start with 1. Index position must be greater. Index position must be greater than 0. Yes or no, na boss? Okay. Index position must be greater than 0. For each system dot out dot println. Okay, this one. This is commented, guys. It must be greater than. That means must start with one na boss. Okay, come here. I kept one. I kept three. Gap has some. What has some? Gap. Let's try. Let's try, guys. Error is coming here or not? Let's try. Error is coming here or not? I want reply, guys. Everyone thoroughly understood my statement, my dear. Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, guys. Come on, everyone. Super, perfect. Employee repository. Open prospect to reset prospect. Whenever you feel windows are damaged, guys, disturbed, guys, you go for reset. Yeah. Right, boss. So no gap is allowed. What's the error we got this time? The error we got is some gap has come and that gap is not allowed. Check it out. Gap between 1 and 3, ordinal parameter lengths. Gap is allowed, guys? Not allowed. So now you take year 2, year 1. Year 2, year 1. Tell me now. Worksa will not work. Worksa will not work. We never did this experiment, sir. You have to do, my dear. It will work, but you will not get result. Why? Second, end becomes start, start becomes end. That's why no records will come. No reverse condition, this is. Technically it is valid. Technically it is valid, but logically no data will come. Java application. Technically it is definitely valid, guys. See, are there any records coming? Query generated, but are we getting records, guys? Because it is within the range. This incremental order in the range is there. Started with 1. Only the thing is you are misusing it. That's your karma, right, boss? Okay. Now let me prove that only question marks are not allowed. Ordinal positional parameters only allowed. Only question marks are not allowed. Let me check that. Right click, run as Java application. Will they work, guys? JDBC style parameters are not supported for JPA queries. Supported or not supported? Not supported. That's gone with the JDBC. Hibernate up to 5.1 they supported. Spring 1.x, Spring Boot 1.x also they supported. But Spring Boot 2.x onwards, which is using Hibernate 5.x above, so that's why there is no support for what? JDBC style positional params. Okay, ultimately 1 here, 2. Sir, I have a small query, sir. 2, 3. It should work, sir. Because incrementally there. But we are violating the rule. What is the rule, guys? Run as a Java application. Ordinal positional params, right? Ultimately, 2 parameter means 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Apart from that, nothing is going to work. So I'm just giving all permutations and combinations now, boss. And moreover, listen. Parameters should be there only representing inputs. Not the keywords, not the entity class name, not the property name. Only for inputs you can give question mark. If parameters are allowed for keyword, here one question mark, here also one question mark, here also. So entire query becomes what? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. It sounds very bad. How does it know which query that is without keywords? So question. Parameters are allowed. Maybe ordinal positional param or named param. Allowed only for what guys? Sir, used one and two work, so why not work? Now I changed it to one and two, a dirty fellow. Your mind, Nitish. After changing, you are asking me why they are not working. Why they are not working? Tell me. It's happily working now, boss. Where is your brain run? I changed it before I save. I am giving some explanation. So one and two there now. Why they are not working? Nitish, I'll do cold-blooded murder. You know. Okay. Fine. Let it be, boss. Yeah. Yeah. What is there, guys? Ah. But what's the problem, guys? We can use parameters, either named or positional, only for representing input value. We cannot take them representing what? Keywords, entity class name, property names. Sorry. We cannot take them representing them. It's really, really not possible. Really, really not possible. Okay. So many things are discussed here now, boss. Yeah, I'll talk about named parameters when we meet in tomorrow's class. One two interesting facts are there about named parameter. Okay. One two interesting facts are there about what? Named parameter. That I will take up as a first discussion. You also practice up to what? Positional. What positional? Ordinal positional. These are JPA style ordinal positional params. Can I upload the notes, guys? Yes. Where is this? This. 7 a.m. Natras. What's your batch code? 16/8/11 a.m. Spring data JPA. File upload, guys. Class content. Spring 11/02. Spring data JPA. Today's date is what? November 11th. When classes will be completed? It will be completed when syllabus is completed. What a question. Yeah. I already said one statement. What is the statement I have given? 100 to 120 sessions will come. Just minus how many sessions completed and initial 1 week to 9 days introduction classes. But remaining days, definitely sessions will run. Okay. 120 completed. Varun, I will rain on you. Okay. Why they took admission? Tell course duration 6 months. Yes, course duration 6 months. You have to take multiple courses parallelly. Core Java, advanced Java, everything parallelly, right? Okay, we don't lie. Every day, 3-4 courses you attend parallelly, practice whole night, then 6 months perfect. Clear? Okay. Already 8 hours day. Okay, are for getting job 8 hours. After joining company, you will work 9 hours, 10 hours. For getting job only 8 hours. Sorry, it should be 18 hours. Hey, listen, it's not picky, boss. It's practical. You are nothing and you are claiming yourself as full stack developer. How much hard work you should do, guys? Yes or no, na? Self-study also there, na, sir, apart from 8 hours. 11 months completed in NIT. Maybe you have not planned properly, my dear. If you have planned courses parallelly, definitely it will be in what? 6 to 8 months. It's all about planning. It's all about planning, boss. Planning and your maturity. Why did you get some fancy plate number like 777, 000, 11, 111? Chicky, everyone bothered about life, career, and you are bothered about my car number, huh? Ayo. Ayo. Fine. You didn't go. How long will class last? I already said clearly. 120 sessions, I promise. I think so far 50, 60 sessions are completed. Another 50, 60, because I cannot cut the syllabus, right? Okay, fine. Arey, did you ever ask same question in your engineering 4 years, boss? When this course will complete, what I am learning here, did your engineering course ever given confidence to become something in life? Forget about engineering course. Did your 16 years education, come on guys, they ever given confidence to you that you can become something in life? Now you are getting some confidence. I can code, I can be programmer, right? But here, why restrictions of time? I'm leaving to your common sense. Engineering, months wasted. You studied just before the date of exam and passed out, right? No complaint on that. And paid lakhs of rupees, given valuable 4 years. No complaint on that. But when it comes to subject learning preparation, people are not ready to give. Super, guys. No. You should ask yourself first before parent are asking. Don't be parent baby now. Okay? Go and see, check your mark sheet of engineering. No son of is there. That means you are independent boy now, right? And still parents asking, girlfriend asking. You know what you are doing, right? Whether you are using this time for right purpose or wrong purpose, you have a clarity. When you feel it's the right purpose, you should not have complaint, right, boss? JRT batch boss, I said my willingness of conducting class. I'm just waiting for them to give the date. Just put the request in office. Okay. You guys have a nice. Mushidika. React classes are definitely required as a UI developer.